I played this before. But this is Mass Effects Legendary Edition. I got all 3 games here. I'll download those later. But this is Mass Effects Episode 1. My name is GSR.
Gryphon Storm Yashua Radio is now live. Streaming Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Mass Effect Legendary Edition Episode 1.
Yeah, this is Mass Effect Episode 1. My name is GSR Joshua. Here we go. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna get one more thing. I'm just wait here for a minute. Just wait for 5 minutes or a couple. I'll be right back. Listen to the good music here. But I hope this is not copyright. Listen to the music. I'll be right back. I'm back. Let's continue. Let's start a new game. This is Mass Effects.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
I'm naming this person Tammy. My other half, his name is Tammy. I'm naming her Tammy.
Please log in to access your profile. Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Spacer is parents were in alliance with the army in your childhood was spent on a ship in the station as they transformed from the post to post, never stay in one location for more than a few years following your parents' footsteps. You're enlisted at the age of 18. Colonist, you were born and raised on a meander in a small border of colony and traveler. When you were 16, survivors raided Mandur, scavenged your family on a friend. You were saved by the passing Alliance pistol and exhausted with the military a few years later. I'm gonna say you were an orphan raised on the streets of the greatest metropolis cover Earth. You escaped life from a petty crime and underworld gang by exhaustion with the Alliance military when you turn 18. I'm gonna say Earthbound.
Confirm psychological profile.
Soul survivor. During the service of a mission, you were went to the heroic wrong, horribly wrong. I meant trapped in an extremely survival situation. You had overcome the physical torment and physical stress that you would broke. Most people you survived well. All those around you felt like a new along are left to tell you the tale. Ruth, a warrior here, that's soul survivor, this is warrior hero. Early in the military career, you found yourself facing a overwhelming enemy force to risk your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy's the impossible odds. You barely heroic have earned to medal and recreate from the Alliance feet. I'm gonna say ruthless. I thought the memory cure you have hold it too fast. On our basic rule, you get a job done, you've been called cold, conservative, brutal, and rotate your ruthless experience before the soldiers blaming you, but through failure is not an option. The military way goes to you first. I'm gonna do this Ruther hero.
Confirm military specialization.
A soldier. Vanguard is a basic warrior that combines basic biotech of weapons to take over the opponents and are especially deadly shot range. They are so especially pistols and shotguns and you wear meme armor. Centel is combined with biotech and tech abilities tracker, but they are used by tech abilities, advanced healing, skills, defense, allies. I thought they also deployed opponents in bio or tech attacks. They are more effective at teaching you bio than other classes, but at the expense your combat soldiers can only wear light armor and receive no special weapon training. Infiltrator combine the combat and tech abilities and the special killing that disables enemies at long range, and the Infiltrator are trained by using army tools. Focus on the spirit offense abilities rather than healing. Then you can specialize a pistol and snipe rifle and wear meme armor. Adapt as basic special through upgrading implant their base. They can use the bionic power that lifts through objects, shields, and the spread and disable and destroy enemies. Adapt, you can only wear light armor, and they specialize in a pistol. Engineers are tech ability specialists using heroic armor tools. They can decrypt the security system, repair or modify tech equipment to enemies with weapons or shield and heal them. Engineers only can wear light armor, and they specialize as a pistol. Soldiers are combat specialist ideas to the front line of the firefight. Soldiers are improved with health and can be specialists using a weapon that types that starts with abilities. Wearing a medium armor, you can train in the use of heavy armor. With that, I'm gonna be Vanguard.
Confirm facial identification. Profile reconstruction complete. Confirm facial identification. Confirm facial identification. Profile reconstruction complete.
Sorry about that, took so long.
Identification confirmed.
It's casual, that's normal. That'll kind of be hard. But Sue's veteran. Legendary movie, I want to try that. I want to have that. Sorry it took so long.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of her family.
Doesn't have one. She was raised on the streets, learned to look out for herself.
She proved herself during the Blitz, held off enemy forces on the ground until reinforcements arrived.
She's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
We can't question her courage.
Humanity needs a hero, and Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
Everyone, you can just read that when you're done. In the year of Mars, discovered remains ancient and research disc follow the rewrite. Mass Effects.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. The board is green. Approach run has begun.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emission sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
What? I agree. You're overreacting, or cut the chatter. You're overreacting, or I agree.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I heard you made him mad. Is he upset? You made him mad.
Great. You pissed the captain off and now I'm gonna pay for it.
Don't blame me. The captain's always in a bad mood.
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
The squad screen lets you view the team talents. The D-pad, you can select the talent or risk it. I said or attain or the ranks. Please press X to spend a talent point to gain the ranks and the select talent you gain. You gain levels will acquire talent points to unlock higher rank. Pistols are increased at saturated damage. With the pistol grants you mark abilities. Pistol shotguns requires shotgun pistols with 6 points for shotguns. Increasing damage with shotguns grants you courage abilities. Assault training increase melee damage, increase weapon damage, grants you adrenaline boost abilities. Techno armor requires assault training 5 points. Techno armor able to equip light armor, increase damage protection against you, shields, boost abilities unlock meme armor. Throw project massive effects of field powerful enough to hurdle objects and enemies caught in the area. Effect out of the way. Each point spent increases the strength of throw, knocking targets forward and inflict with greater damage. Lift. Require throw with 7 points. Lift. Project Spear is powerful and counter gravity, and objects created caught in the area effect will lift you in the air. Enemies will temporarily immobilize until they fall back to the ground. Each point spend you increase duration lift of lift. Warp. Warp is a project powerful mass effect fields that weaken havoc on the symbolic level. Weaken armor and inflict damage over the time on enemies caught in the area effectively. Each point spent increase the duration of warp. Barriers require warp 4 points. Barriers are biological neck shields with the mass effect field that you can absorb massive amounts of damage. Attack the penetration shield will also penetrate this barrier. Each point spent increase the strength and duration of the barrier. Vanguard are trained to close range combat. You can use their own abilities to counter each biological attack. Increase biological resist, increase damage with shotgun and pistol. Charmers open the option of conversation. Decrease the cost of time at stores. Charmers, once you're in a conversation, will grade it out if you do not have a high enough skill rank. New skill rank unlocked when you become the separate, and as you earn Paragram points. I'm gonna put 1 into that. I'll do Vanguard. Oh, I forgot. And immunity. Open an immunity option conversations. Increase credit gains when you sell items in the store. Once your conversation will grade out if you do not have a high enough skill point rank. New skills will unlock when you become the separate of as you earn regraded points. My experience and my health is 150. Okay. where you're born on Earth, but you never know your parents. The child on the streets learned you to live by your wits and grits, survive in the hidden underbelly of the metropolis of human home world. Eager to find a better life, you join the alliance of military when you come of age. You were unsure of leaving Extreme when you were the first wave of the Skylian, I think. Brits of stuck of massive confusion forced the self-crime syndicate when barbarian warlords attacked the humans colony, demise to wipe it out. The raids of civilians infiltrate lead them to their cafeteria fight and hold off the invaders. When your troops broke through the colony, defends you single-handedly hold them back off and steal the breach. After an hour of brutal fight, reinforcements finally arrive and the enemies broke the ranks in field because your action Xmias was saved by you are regretted throughout the alliance as a true hero. Background of Commander Shepard. The alliance will government and the military humanity behind Cell. I will read that in the next one. You're Lieutenant Commander Shepard, officer on the SSV Normandy. Prologue on the Normandy. Go speak to Captain Anderson in the commander room.
The captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander. The captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting, Commander. You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting, Commander.
I'm telling you, I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Relax, Jenkins. The doctor is right. Hire my job, Doc. Doctor is right.
Only a fool goes looking for a fight, Corporal.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Let's investigate. Neris?
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
The Spectre?
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Eden Prime.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Why go there?
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
You do fine?
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself in the Blitz. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
There's no rush. Be careful. Do not play the hero. Be careful.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander. Yes, Commander, is there something you need?
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
I navigated Percy. Congratulate. I heard you argue. He wants to see me. He wants to see me. I heard of you.
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at Engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
What do you mean?
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
The stealth system?
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
The captain.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, man. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
The Turians, the Tor?
You don't trust Nihilus.
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
Plus, he is... What? That was a long time ago.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
I'm just doing my job, looking into it. I'm looking into it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander. Something I can do for you, Commander?
I was curious about a few things.
You and me both. Like I said before, too many things don't add up on this mission.
I better head down and see the captain.
Yes, ma'am.
I need to go down and see a captain.
Ma'am? Ma'am?
Yes, Commander. Is there something you need?
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
The captain.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
Where's Captain Anderson?
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
So what? Behind beautiful? I won't not know. Behind you, beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
Is that a threat? What's your point? Why are you asking?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
That's oblivious. What's going on? I know it. What's going on?
Is someone gonna fill me in, Captain?
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
What are you picking up? You should have told me. What's the secretly? Why this secretly?
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
What? The detail Prothean? What?
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
I'm so glad to help. Sounds worried. I do not need your help here. Why the Council? Tell me. Why did we tell the Council?
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Like the hell he is? Why? I should have known. Why?
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Put my name forward? What if I refuse? What's the next step? You suppose this, Captain? I think this is nice. I think this is a maybe question. This one you could be mean. Oh, you put my name forward?
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I suppose I do. I support this, Captain.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
A beacon.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology. Even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
What? Wrong hands?
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
Terminus systems? Is a terminus system?
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
The Protheans.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
Eden Prime.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Whoa.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
Can we trust him? Can we count on us? I understand, Captain. I think you can count on us.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secured, Commander.
Find the beacon. Still with the power log. Okay, prologue. We're finding the beacon. You change the ground. The team dropped into the Eden Prime Alliance colony under attack. Your primary goal is to secure the Provian's bunker, I meant. Make your way to the session site where the beacon was on Earth.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere.
Weapon upgrades and armor upgrades. Call recoil dampers 1. Shield regenerate. Take them all. I'll go now. Let's go there. Sometimes there's like hidden loot around here. Go over the corner.
Rip right through his shields. Never had a chance.
Forget about him. We cannot help him now. He deserves a burial.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies.
Get first aid, man. First aid deploys gel and wounded soldiers' memory to restore their health. First aid increases squad healing. Central is a special. Central allows your Central to use detect the biology more effective than the other class. Reduce the recharge time of detect abilities. Reduce the recharge time of biological abilities. Increase damage associated with pistol.
I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Okay. What the heck are you?
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
What happened here? You were on a mission? Are you okay?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
What happened to your unit? Did those fight those things? What happened to your unit?
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
What? You killed them? Should you abandon them? Don't blame yourself. Do not blame yourself.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, ma'am. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
Stay here, take us there. Join us.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
Geth.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
And the science?
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
The beacon? Before the attack.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
The science?
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Oh, beacon.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
Move out!
Press the option button to set the mission, then you go to the squad screen. Send the talent points to the new squad member. I get her a pistol. A pistol increases your damage with the pistol. Grant. Soldier, the line of warrior that aims to withstand the physical punishment. Come more with the combat. Increase health allows you to limit health regen. Let's do that. You could change your team equipment plus option button to assist the mission computer to select the equipment screen. The equipment screen allows you to equip and upgrade your gear to the squad for your squad. Left or right on D-pad. Circle types up and down to select an object. X button to equip the item. Square to upgrade an item. Use triangle to break down the item into army gels.
EST Viwers on Booston.ru at 5 Luigi SX9D.
Alright. Lift is required to throw. Description and amount of jelly recovery, descript sabotage abilities, shut down enemies, weapons. Let's use that. Get you another first aid. Just get you barriers. Barriers allow you to connect. I think I read this. Barriers. Add the barriers to your shield and absorb damage, but cannot block them bypass. Put another one. Rifle, so increase and accessory damage to the rifle grants you. Now you can overkill. Allows the burst assault rifle fire without overheating. Combat armor. It allows you able to medium armor increase damage protection against shield, the mount, and hoglock. Assault training. I think I read that. Soldier allows you to train. I think I read this too. Alright, 6 points. Give me a pistol. I read that. Let's get another charm. Let's get increased by, let's do that. Let's do that.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
We're wasting time. Let us go there. Anyone survivors?
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Impaling victims instead of just shooting them. There must be some reason behind it.
Classic psychological warfare. They're using terror as a weapon.
We thought this world was safe until the Geth showed up. It used to be beautiful here. Somebody's gonna pay for this. Let's get the bastards. We should move. We thought this world was safe until the Geth showed up.
Let's make your way to the extraction where the beacon underneath. Chicken is dead. You have to press on the dig site. The beacon been taken from the dig site. Maybe we can find a clue. We investigate the nearby research camp. I mean,
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh god, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
Eden Prime will never be the same again.
That door, it's closed. Security lock's engaged.
some lids locked objects require decryption or electric. To assess any squad members has been requested. The talent you will be able to unlock it objects using the decryption electric enforced by sending gel. Retreat the sequence, press the button before it's expired. Okay, I need to do this. What? Do you have it, Amy Joe? I just want to I need one of them. I need Army Joe.
Huh.
I have to do this over again, okay.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh god, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
Well, we do this again then. There we go. I knew. I want to save with the. I want to save. I want to save it to here. Fire for it. I want to try this again.
That door, it's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Humans. Thank the Maker. Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Tell me what happened. Tell me what happened. Who are you? Tell me what happened.
How did you end up in this shed?
We hid here during the attack. They must have come here for the beacon. Luckily it wasn't here. It was moved to the spaceport earlier this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Nervous.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Beacon.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil. Awakened the beast. Unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
Attack.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the Destroyers. Bringers of darkness. Heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
The assistant.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Can you shut him up?
Say goodnight, Manuel.
You cannot silence the truth. My voice must be heard.
Oh my God! What did you do?
That might have been a little extreme, Commander.
You can't just go around whacking people in the head.
He had it coming to him. He's okay. He better it'd be better. He better off. He's okay.
Just a little bump on the head. Let him sleep it off.
I suppose you're right. By the time he wakes up, the meds will have kicked in.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
Good luck, Commander.
Saren. Nihlus. This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Commander. Nihlus.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
They are gone. It's safe.
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Attack ideas?
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
A ship.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
What is the jammer signal?
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
What is that? A beacon.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
I do not like to be a lie. What's going on? You should come clean.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
That's why you run on here? Like what? Smuggling is a current. Like what? Let's say.
What kind of packages?
I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
Thanks. Is that all? Thanks. Give it to me. Give it to me. Is that all? Thanks. You owe it on me. Give it to me.
Hand it over and I'll be on my way.
Good luck.
We're just a small farming colony. Why did they attack us?
Like it's like let's go back up here with skill.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
You're a coward. Who are you? You need to be careful, more careful. Who are you?
What are you doing sneaking around back there?
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
Who? Other one? Is that a Goth? Tell me what happened.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax.
He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
What then? What about the beacon?
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
The Geth does not found you?
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Lucky break for you. You're lucky break for you.
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
The
What
ship.
about this mothership you saw?
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
Beacon.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Attack.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform. Thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Good shot, that. Dr. Warden informed the beacon it was taken by a spaceship. You need to get it there before the Geth claim it as their own. The variant named Siren killed Neris. He will maybe work with Geth. The take the cargo into the train, next platform, stop them before he gets the beacon.
Accept the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down!
Now I'm gonna fail this mission, guys. One right there. Oh, I'm gonna blow up.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down!
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
No, don't touch it. It's too...
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy. A human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Doctor? Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Not great. What happened? I'm okay. What happened?
How did I end up here? How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
What about the beacon? Do not blame yourself.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
I'm not. Local hospital. I was hurt. Thank you for that.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
More likely a nightmare, not a dream, a vision. I was dreaming?
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm pissed off about the Get. What happened to William? What happened to William?
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Good.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
I feel badly about Jenkins.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
I'm pissed off about the Geth.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
I wanted to talk.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
The hell are they with them? I did my job. We're going to do... We're not getting nothing to hide. I got the job done. I did my job.
The Geth would have wiped out the whole colony if I hadn't stopped them.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
He wants the bacon? He hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
I'm not sure. A vision.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
Our death, a war, a warning.
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
Forget it. There's nothing to report. What will we say?
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
If I cannot help, I stop him, or... You're right. You're right.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
They cannot help us. We can expose him. I understand, sir. We can expose...
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
An L2?
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Kaiden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
How are you? How are you holding up?
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians. It doesn't seem right somehow. But at least you stopped Saren from wiping out the whole colony.
The mission failed. We'll talk later. I'll help.
I couldn't have done it without you.
We're Marines. We stick together. And I'm just sorry that we lost Jenkins.
The soldier died. I will talk to you. Jenkins will be missed.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck.
It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not gonna be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
Do not worry about it. Keep it to yourself. We seem like we've been around.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
I'm not for the action. I'm not important right now. I do not have one.
I never met my parents. If they wanted to see me, they'd have contacted me after that mess a few years back.
Oh, that's right, the Blitz. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
We follow your orders. We cannot say. We want the brief to the Council. We want to brief the Council.
The Captain hopes the Ambassador can get an audience with the Council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense. They'd probably like to know he's not working for them anymore. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander. Joker's waiting for you on the bridge.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Soldier die, I should not go. He will be missed.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
Soldier died. I earned you earned it.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot from you. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terra.
Just doing my job. You are holding up.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
Mission failed. You helped.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
Do not disappoint me. I should go. Glad to have you.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. Joker's waiting for you on the bridge, Commander. Joker's waiting for you on the bridge, Commander.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock. Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
I just want to look around. In the Normandy vehicle bay, use your skull memory locker allows you to assign equipment to them. New equipment will be purchased from the recruit officer.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Pay you?
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Show me.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew. I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Dude, you're blind. It's the truth. He's dangerous.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Important locations are marked on your map. Open the menu, open the mission on the computer, follow the pictures, arrows. I want to do this on the next episode. This is... Go to the cockpit and tell Joker being Ernie and the Doc and the Citadel. You complete that. Now it's Citadel mission. Next, on episode 2, we're going to do the Citadel mission. On episode 2. This is the end of the episode. This is the end of episode 2. My name is GSR Joshua. Signing off and do another one. I might do another episode now. If I wanted to. I might do another episode 2 now.